couldn't walk to your door, couldn't bear to call.
Welcome to the Radiant Enchantress Show today. Thank you for joining us.
Aria.
You are a goddess.
So here we are today with Nisa and Jane, and we're going to talk about how we're all connected. I kind of learned this when I was doing the warrior and the wizard camps, which was 10 years ago, which is just 9 years ago. And it was, it's 10 years ago. It's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Anyway, the thought is that at a cellular level, all our little cells that go around in our bodies, when you compare those to the cells of rocks or the cells of plants or the cells of anything on the earth, the animals, we are all the same. Mm-hmm. So we're all part of what they referred to as the quantum soup. And if you're all in the same soup, you all got to get along, you know? And it's really important to understand that we are all connected and that we should respect one another and respect everything around us, because basically, again, at a cellular level, we are the same. Whether we have black skin, gray skin, white skin, black hair, yellow hair, red hair, we're all the same. It's just the way the genes are put together that make us different.
Mm-hmm. I've never heard of quantum soup. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's the way they talked about it at this workshop that Don and I went to. Like everything in that quantum soup is the same. It's all the same.
And to really think about that, when you think about the fact that we're all connected, you also have to realize that what we do affects others.
Yes.
I mean, if we're connected all on a cellular level, then what we do affects others. And I know this is not on a physical or a cellular type situation, but just like even in the beach cleanups that I do, I find garbage, plastic water bottles, and different things on my beach in Washington State, United States, that are from Korea, Japan, Germany,
Wow.
Russia. I have found. So what someone's doing half a world away from me literally is affecting my life. Like, I've had tears in my eyes when I've seen some of these things. So emotionally, it's affected me. So yeah, I mean, I know that's kind of a different analogy, but we are connected. And when you moving here and starting to do the beach cleanups, boy, if I didn't ever realize that before, I do now, to see that is someone, like I said, half a world away on the other literal side of the globe. What is there, 3,000 miles of ocean between me and Japan or Korea? And I'm seeing, and I'm sure they see stuff from us.
Right.
So it's, to really think about that makes you realize that it is important to our own health and well-being to care for and nurture and care about others and love others, right?
Yeah.
When we're doing that, we're loving, caring, and nurturing ourselves as well.
Yeah. Have you heard about the scientific what do you call it? Investigation into the way trees communicate?
No.
There is now a proven fact that in the woods, when you have a group of trees together, there's always a mother tree.
Yes.
And the mother tree is always the oldest tree in the area. And she has roots that go very deep and have experienced a lot. It's experienced drought and and cold and wet and flooding and whatever, and storms and all these things, that all of those experiences are in the DNA of the tree. And those roots, when the younger trees come up, those younger trees connect with those roots, and they get messages. This is scientifically proven now. They get messages under the dirt to know how to react and learn how to react in different circumstances. So, for example, if there's a drought, I mean, I don't know what trees do, but they probably make up reserves. They have reserves. And the mother tree tells the smaller, younger trees how to make those reserves and continue through the drought.
Isn't that amazing?
And that's scientifically proven now. So, and these are all different kinds of trees. This is a beech tree talking to a birch tree, and whatever they are, they talk to one another via their roots.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And so, if you sort of really get in tune to this, for example, this happened to me, when was it? A year ago, last November. A dear friend of mine passed away, and she was, I don't know, she was close to 100.
Wow.
And yeah, she was an amazing lady. She had been a state representative. She was very active in the town and in state and in government, and just a wonderful person. And anyway, I decided I wanted to go to the funeral, and the funeral was at the Catholic Church here in town. And now I'm in tune to it, so now I know why this happened. I thought for the longest time, I thought it was something that I was silly. I was just too emotional, but I don't think it is. So I got out of my car and I parked, I don't know, maybe 500 yards down the road. So I walked up to the church, and I was fine. I was absolutely fine. It was a beautiful day. And I was fine. I was happy. I mean, I was sad because Betty had passed, but I got within maybe 30 feet of the church, and the sorrow washed over me. The sorrow that was being felt in that church came into me, and I could feel the tears building up in me, because I'm an empath, so I feel stuff on a level that a lot of other people don't necessarily feel. You have to be similar to that to be able to feel it. And for the longest time, and this has been a recent understanding in the last couple of years, because I would get upset when other people were upset for no reason. I was not upset, but I could never work out why, and that's why. And I feel that so deeply.
That's interesting. I had that just goes to show you how, in fact, I remember I was with you one time, and I don't know if we were maybe on the island or maybe it was at the retreat in Vermont, but I remember I was with you one time, and someone was really, a couple of people were, there was just a sadness, I guess. I can't remember exactly the whole circumstances, but I remember you just getting very, like, your whole everything just changed. You could see that kind of just came over you. And I do think that there, when we are more conscious of those around us and the connectivity that we have, I believe we are more, I don't want to use the word sensitive, more empathetic, more in tune, or more aware also of other people's emotions, and you know what I mean, because we're paying attention, which of course we're going to talk about some things about being present and all of that, but in a little bit, but we're just really being aware when we realize how connected that we are. It's speaking of being connected. I know, Jane, I one of my businesses, I do fire restoration work where I go in and I clean people's personal contents.
Right.
And I was having trouble. I was having headaches. I was not sleeping. I was having horrific shoulder pain to the point of I wasn't sure that maybe I was going to need to go in and get x-rays or an MRI. Like I thought maybe I tore a rotator cuff. I know what was going on.
Wow.
And I went into and had some Reiki work, energy work done. And the lady that was working on me said, there's nothing wrong with your shoulder. And she talked to me about the fact that in handling all these personal belongings, which can have the energy of the people who are in the home and around them, I was literally touching all of these things so much and taking on the emotion of the people that were going through this tragic loss in their home so much that I was literally bringing all that emotion onto myself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
yeah. So it's good to know that we're all connected, but it also should make you aware and be conscious of how you're dealing with that connectivity.
Yeah.
And when you do something, like I said, when you do something, you're not just affecting yourself. You are affecting that mother tree. You are affecting the earth. You are affecting the ocean. You are affecting someone half a world away from you. You are affecting your neighbor. It's all in the, even down to the point of our words that we speak, the vibration that we put out when we speak words.
Absolutely.
So it's just being really, really conscious of that. We're not an island. We're not an island.
Yeah. So that's awesome. And so bottom line is we have to be gentle to the earth and gentle to one another and everything around us.
Yes.
So it's really important to remember that.
Absolutely.
So cool. Thank you very much, Anissa.
Yes. Thank you for sharing, Jane.
We'll talk to you later.
All righty.
We hope you enjoyed this enchanting conversation today, and we look forward to having a new conversation with you in our next show. Our shows will be broadcast approximately every 2 weeks. We wish you much love and light in your life today. Thank you.